Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Maniac Monday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when I am here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Such as today, I give you a brief synopsis, starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer for this one, because I don't believe it is out yet for as far as purchasing or online streaming yet. But now that I got all that set in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's it's a 2024 release date, film date on it, so it's probably going to be released this year. I imagine they do some kind of festival circuits with this one. It's good enough to do it, in my opinion. I think this is actually a really good movie. It's called I Curse This Land. It runs out about an hour and 26 minutes with credits. It stars Davida, Arhin, Simon Barry, Charlie Bond, Chris Riley Ellis, and Annabella Rich. Annabella Rich is basically the star of the whole movie, of the whole film. She's on there the most as far as anybody else goes for screen time. Haha. And this is directed by none other than Jackson Batchelor, who I am very familiar with on the Taped Up Families trilogy. He is amazing in those, by the way. I really enjoyed those movies. I think they really capture a real sense of dread. You know, they're creepy as hell. But this one's definitely very creepy as well. Jackson is not in front of the screen this time. He is behind the screen. He did a lot of stuff. I did notice he did do editing as him and Sam Mason Bell. They both did editing on this, they did a great job. But anyways, what is this movie about? It's about a girl who takes over a pub, which at the very beginning you get to see what happens to the previous owner, and why she is no longer running the pub, and she has sold it to our good friend Alison, played by Annabella Rich. But anyways, she's in there. First night she's there, she's having problems. She has these weird things happening. Like at first it starts off with this black sludge that's in her drain to her kitchen sink, and then you got this black sludge again, but they're done as footprints across the floor, and which is creepy enough on its own. But you have a magical scene with a local just after that, where when Allison's cleaning up the floor, this local happens to be such a dick that he is like, "Oh, you ruined my whole day because you weren't here at whatever a.m. to open up the pub." Real drinking problem right there with that guy. But he's quite interesting. You eventually get a Allison has a kind of a boyfriend type. They meet and in strange circumstances, and they basically become kind of a couple in ways. They're saving each other from both their madness, because this thing is coming at the spirit is coming at them left and right. And you find out that the spirit is of a witch that was murdered years and years ago. Both her and her husband, and she has basically put a curse on that area, especially where the pub is located. Now, that's all I want to really talk about as far as what happens inside the film itself. I don't want to give away too many spoilers because let's face it, folks, we don't like spoilers. We like to be surprised and enjoy our films as we watch them. But, anyways, now on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First and foremost is the audio. The audio is very good in this. There's never really. There's one moment where it's the boyfriend, girlfriend, and then there's this third man who is a local that has a spell book and a magical. I almost said sword. It's a blade, and it's about this big. That he's supposed to kill this witch with. I don't know how he's gonna kill her with that little shank. I mean, it was about 2 inches long. It seemed like. But anyways, the one spot there, the three of them are saying this spell chant, and it you can tell the audio was kind of I guess I would say fiddled with a little bit, just so it kind of got matched up together. The three of them. I'm guessing that's why it is. It sounds a little off in that place because it's kind of a pain in the ass getting two people to match up in sync on the words, much less three people, and so on and so forth. So it becomes quite the task on that end. I'm going to give it an A anyways because I felt like they did a great enough job throughout the rest of the film that it really was. It just really is done really well. Sam Mason Bell and Jackson Batchelor, they both know what they're doing behind that camera, and I really. I get excited when Sam messages me and says he's got films for me to review. I always enjoy his stuff and their stuff. It's just great stuff. Now on to the second thing, which is the dialogue. The dialogue is done really well in this. I feel like. Granted, yes, I'm not from the UK, but I imagine this is how a lot of people really would talk. It just seems very real, other than a ghostly witch. But the dialogue seems very real. It does deliver on all parts of it. I really enjoyed it, so I'm giving the dialogue an A+. Now on to the bread and butter of this one. It is the editing. The editing's done very well. It keeps a good momentum, nice steady pace. It does drop off a few places here and there just to kind of give you a break from a constant barrage of horror being dealt your way. So it's kind of up down, but not. They don't drop it down too far. They don't drop it low. They don't do that. But anyways, I'm going to give it an A+ as far as that editing goes. This is a slow burn, by the way. So if you guys like slow burns, this is a good one for it. It's not too slow, but it keeps a like I would say, just a steady momentum. So I'm giving it an A+ on the editing. Now on my final score of 1 through 5, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. Yes, folks. Jackson Batchelor crushed it with as far as a great film here. I hope all of you guys, if you get an opportunity to check this out, check out I Cursed the Slammed. It is well worth your time. Alright guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.